Hey, y'all, this is the Flow Show, episode 1. Can you believe it? We got a lot to talk about on episode 1. I'm going to break some things down so you know how I do. If you don't know, I am Flow on all social medias. I'm Flow Daddy Flow. I was raised in the industry, you could say. I was a rapper back in the day, was with Floyd and 50. It's a story we get into, but I do have a lot of insight on what's going on. And I was one of the ones who predicted this fall of Hollywood, September 2023. If you a day one Flow fan, you know. Oh, man, TMZ. But today I'm going to talk about TMZ. We got to get into the Liam Payne and, of course, Diddy, and Mohawk Diddy. TMZ. Yeah, I did TMZ yesterday. A lot of y'all know. That is some of the most excruciating. If you have anxiety, it goes through the roof. I got to break it down to you how the TMZ goes. Okay, so this is how it goes. It's online, it's on TV, of course, but it's recorded live, and I record myself on video, and we stream it through Skype. That's how they do it. So this is how they have. This is what they do. First thing in the morning, I get a text to my Skype. This is from TMZ saying, "Hey, confirming that you'll be on the show today." I confirm. They say we're gonna hit you in 2 hours. That's usually they hit me around 10 o'clock. And they say, we're going to hit you in 2 hours, do the test call. So then 2 hours, I'm sitting by the phone. You know, you don't want to miss the call. So 2 hours goes by, and then what they do is they call you, and they go over how your lighting is and this and that. So me, I always got to make stuff extra. That's just me. So I go through my test call. Now, I have the ring lights, and of course, you know, I'm a content creator, so I got all of that. But I have my little portable, easy stuff that I like to use. So instead of using the ring light with the stand and all of that, y'all know what I did? I stacked, like, I don't know, y'all know about those candles that you light, and they like usually like, I don't know, they almost look like this, a little bit wider than maybe a coffee mug with a lid on it. So I have a little portable like ring light that I could use on the go. It's small, but it's handy dandy. So in my lazy butt, instead of going in the closet and pulling out all the ring lights and the stand and all of that, I say, you know what? Let me just stack 3 candles on top of each other and put my little portable light there. Sounds innocent enough. So that's what I did. So I went through the test call, and my best friend, Darnell, says, after the test call, he said, don't you don't want to use the ring light? I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'll be good with that. All right, so we do the test call, and after the test call, they say, okay, we got 2 more hours, and then we're going to send you the what you could talk about, send you the topics. And they send you 3 topics. I mean, they send you a lot of topics, but you pick 3. So roughly about an hour and a half go past. They send me that. I pick my topics. Now I'm sitting. After you do the test call, I don't want to touch shit because I'm the type that once I got something set up, I don't want to move it. Everything good. I don't touch nothing. I'm literally sitting there for another hour to 2 hours waiting for the final call, which is going to be pretty much game time. So I get the final call, y'all. I got my light set up. I got my candles set up. My candles is holding my light, my ring light. So now I don't know what happened, but when the main call came in, when they come to get you ready to go on, we usually have about 5 minutes. When they call you usually got about 5 minutes because it's all done live. I don't know what happened, but when he called back, the light wasn't hitting. It was too low or something. I don't know. So how about my best friends there listening? How about as soon as I answered, they say, they looking at it and say, everything's good, but what happened? Didn't you have a ring light earlier? And I'm like, yeah, but usually, like actually the ring light was still there. It was just too low, so you couldn't see it. I don't know how it got lower in that hour, but it did. So I am on the fly. I pick up the ring light with my hand because I put it where it needs to be. He like, yeah, that's good. So I'm like signaling it to my best friend, like either can you hold this there or what? So then he grabs another candle and props it up under. So now it's like 4, maybe 5 candles piled on top of each other with the ring light. But they say it's perfect. So I'm like, cool. But now these candles are so high that it's kind of like, it's not, I don't believe it's sturdy enough. But so now I'm waiting. So now I just took something it should have been very easy and calm and cool. I've turned it into a fiasco. I'm sitting here waiting to be put on TMZ. The light is stacked on top of 5 candles that could fall at any second. And then it occurs to me, I didn't charge this ring light. So now I don't know how much battery I have on this ring light. And I'm about to go on TMZ. So I'm like, please please don't fall. Please don't go black. Don't do any of that. Long story short, everything lasts and everything goes smooth. But I say all that to say, just take your time and do stuff right. Don't be like Flo, where I like to just push everything close to the edge. I don't know why. But TMZ was good. I was a little worried, but it actually came out very good, and they actually invited me on again. So that's that. TMZ, be looking out for me, y'all, on there again. Now, Diddy, oh, Mohawk Diddy. He got a lot going on, y'all. We just had a new lawsuit, and after we talk about the new lawsuit, which is from Making the Band, I definitely want to get into that prison situation where they are investigating how terrible the conditions are there. And it just seemed funny, like now they're investigating it, but we'll get to that. Now let's get to this Making the Band. Diddy is hit with another lawsuit, guys. And on this lawsuit, this comes from a man who was 17 years old when he was sexually assaulted by Diddy. The alleged incident took place in 2008 during a 3-day audition for Diddy's former MTV competition series, Making the Band. The suit claims that during a one-on-one interview, Combs asked plaintiff hypothetical questions about handling situations involving sexual pleasure. Now, according to the lawsuit, as Combs described these scenarios, he began to sexually assault the plaintiff by touching the plaintiff both over and under his clothing, including groping and fondling his penis, and instructing the plaintiff to undress. This Mohawk Diddy Kelly is something else, y'all. Okay. During day 2 of the auditions, Diddy allegedly told John Doe that he needed to undress to demonstrate the ability to embody a sex idol persona. This encounter eventually escalated into Combs forcing the plaintiff to perform oral sex on him while Combs was sodomizing the plaintiff. They also claims that the following day he was sexually assaulted by Diddy and his bodyguard. He asked that day he was also terminated from the competition, as Combs claimed the plaintiff was untrustworthy due to his reservations about performing oral sex on his bodyguard. My goodness. The lawsuit was one of 2 filed on Monday, October 28th in New York. Now, y'all know the Making the Band days. Do y'all remember they made, that was the show on MTV with Diddy when they were, quote unquote making stars, and people were trying out to become stars. If y'all remember, one of the most famous, probably the most famous episode was the episode where they had to go get the cheesecake, and they had to walk across the whole Brooklyn Bridge, and it was just crazy. It was like, even at the time, people were like, wow, Diddy is a monster. Why would he make somebody do that? But at that time, Diddy was untouchable. So, people didn't really dive deep into it, but everybody thought that was kind of like demeaning. Like, we understand hard work, but damn. But do y'all know who they were going to get that cheesecake for? Who did Diddy send them to get cheesecake for? That's something that we never knew back then. And it's always strange to me, why wouldn't we, when I found out who it was for, why wouldn't we know that? Anyway, out of all people, Diddy demeaned and sent those people to go get cheesecake for Beyonce. We never knew that. And that was revealed to us by Freddie, which was a rapper who was he actually had made the band. But this lawsuit is just more proof. If it's true, we don't know if it's true, but if it's true, just more proof that power and money and addiction and an addiction can really is like can create so much evil in the world, and so much evil from the Diddy monster. I was like, reading these details, if one thing I've noticed is the same pattern. It's a pattern back to back. It's pressure. It's someone wanting to be famous, and it's Diddy using his fame to, I don't know, take advantage of people. But let's get to that the prison that Diddy's in. Now, two things. Now, I know y'all heard the prison conditions at the Manhattan Detention Center are terrible. That is what's being said. Now, the two things are at play here. I want to talk about what money and power does, which Diddy is showing us. And two, it just shows you how we're dealing with two shady entities. The prison system is shady, and Diddy is shady, obviously. I'm like, when I originally reported, I don't know if y'all saw my report, but I was straight from, I believe, People magazine, don't quote me, but it was one of the top magazines. And what they said, they described the food that they served at this prison. They described it as like it was good. It's fajitas, it's breakfast snacks, it's cereal, and just if you look at what People magazine or whoever that was, they describe it like it's something decent. And it was like, at the time, Diddy wasn't eating. And I had made a post like, look, eat your food, man. Quit being spoiled. But I'm going to be honest. I had a lot of people DM me and message me that are dealing with either a loved one in there or just a friend or someone they know that's in that prison. And they all said the same thing. And these were all different people. They all said that prison is the worst, damn near in the world, but for sure in the United States is one of the worst ones. They say they call it a tomb. Like they call the MD, Manhattan Detention Center, the MDC, they call it a tomb. Basically a casket, meaning like it's not even life there. So, they don't even, you can barely stay alive. So anyway, now that Diddy has been saying he can't eat, he can't do this, he can't do that, check this out, y'all. The whole federal team, they got like multiple teams and I saw the footage, they have all gone in to investigate the conditions. Now, isn't it ironic or funny that all these conditions have been going on for however many years? But now that the diddler is in there, now the whole feds got to investigate and they got to get the conditions better. But when it was just the common folk, nobody cared. And it is also, you have to pay attention to I got to make sure that they're not also setting up a alibi for something that might happen to Diddy. This just has so many twists and turns. I know Diddy, don't know if he coming or going. You got to think about it. He's in there. He has all of these secrets. These freak off tapes are running amok on the dark web and the regular web. And I know he has to be in fear for his life. But, you do the crime. These are the type of things you have to deal with. I just hate how we don't do anything about stuff. Then think about the regular prisoners before Diddy, all the stuff they had to go through. Somebody said, they said this is a tomb. They said that their loved one, I think it was her husband. She said her husband is in, and she said, she was like, Thursday, she said, just for example, Thursday, he was served 2 boiled eggs for dinner. That's it. She says this jail is the worst facility in New York. They even serve food with maggots. You hear that, y'all? They serve food with maggots. This is a young lady talking about what her husband is going through. The article, they put it out like they serving, caviar, meatballs and cuisines and stuff. This is a real person saying, no. So let's say I'm happy that they are investigating and looking into the conditions because I'm happy for the common man that is in there having to eat boiled eggs while they tell the public they're serving fajitas. But it's just also shows the power of when a person like Diddy says something, or the power that somebody like Diddy has. I mean, he's complaining. Now the whole feds have stormed into the prison. I don't know. It just makes you think. If you're not Diddy, you just gotta eat boiled eggs and eat maggots until somebody says something. It's just terrible. But anyway, what else happening in the news, y'all? I'm gonna run through a couple stories that just came across the pipeline that I think you might want to pay attention to, or just interesting stories. I believe it was yesterday at a Halloween party. Diddy's sons got into it with Ray J. Now, what do you think they got into it about? They were about to fight. Nothing is sillier, or nobody looks stupider, if that's even a word. But nobody looks more stupid than people fighting or about to fight in Halloween costumes. Like, you're fighting in Halloween costumes. Now, Ray J has been on a tour trying to save himself from this Diddy freak-off tape madness. I don't know if the sons are mad because maybe Ray J said no Diddy. I don't know. But TMZ is reporting that at a Halloween party, Ray J and the sons, the Diddy sons, got into it. Christian, Quincy, and Justin. Wow. All of this stuff is just has Hollywood in shambles, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying it because I just feel so betrayed. All of these people we looked up to, or not even looked up to, just enjoyed their music or their creativity, and basically 20, 30 years later, it's just all hitting the fan, and it's just crazy, y'all. It's just crazy. What else we got in here in the news we can run through that you guys might not have saw? Oh, on a lighter note, did y'all see Dwayne Wade's statue? Dwayne Wade was just honored by the Miami Heat, and they built a statue for him. Now, the statue of Wade actually looks like Morpheus from Matrix. I mean, it doesn't look anything like Dwayne Wade. And the funny thing is, Dwayne Wade is he actually so upset that we are laughing about it. He said he didn't want it. It's not supposed to look like him. It's an artistic version of him. I'm like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you wanted a statue of you that don't look like you? Get the fuck. Yeah, this is why we can't trust these celebrities. I mean, they can't even tell the truth about a statue. Why can't you just say, and we all know it, I don't know if y'all saw, but it's all over social media. I mean, this statue looks terrible, y'all. It looks nothing like Dwayne Wade, like literally nothing. Why can't you just say, hey, it might not really look like me, but hey, I'm happy I got it, or something. Don't tell us you wanted it to not look like you. And this reminds me, I will definitely have a segment going forward where it's called "And I Like It" or "And I Don't Like It." And so Wade's statue, I saw it, and I don't like it. Now, what else I don't like? Did y'all see the not the statue? It was another thing that I don't like. Oh, Busta Rhymes. This celebrity. It's divided up into two celebrities now, y'all. Just so y'all know. We have the old celebrities and what we call the new celebrities. And the old celebrities is over with for them. And it's easy to tell which one is which. Old celebrities cannot speak out against Diddy or even comment on it, saying anything against him. That's how you know if you're an old celebrity, meaning you're under the old rules, meaning you're probably compromised or damn near compromised. The new celebrities, they can speak on Diddy because we got nothing to hide. So anyway, with all the Diddy stuff going on, Busta Rhymes opened his bust-ass mouth and says, I just think everybody need to mind their business. This is his comment about the Diddy stuff. He's saying we all need to mind our business. I mean, we're hearing and we're seeing lawsuits of 9-year-olds being sexually assaulted, 10-year-olds, minor women, women being drugged, but we are supposed to mind our business. Well, guess what, Busta Rhymes? Everybody did mind their business for 30 fucking years. That's the problem. Everybody was minding their business too damn much. And Diddy Monster, surviving Diddy Kelly, was running around and running amok. So no, we not going to mind our business. As a matter of fact, you mind your business like you've been doing. You didn't say nothing when the Cassie tape came out. You didn't say nothing. But now you want to fix your mouth to talk about what we need to mind our business. Buster, y'all whole celebrity shit is up. We don't trust y'all. We don't even care what y'all saying. We just trying to figure out and find out who all was on the damn tapes. That's all we worry about. You can save your advice. And speaking of names revealed, y'all, we just had a name revealed that I am not happy about. I'm a fan. And at this point, we all know all of us have celebrities being implicated that we loved and adored. So it's like at this point, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, no, not her, not him, because my heroes are being brought down and I'm having to report on it. And so if some of your heroes, some people you like are being implicated, then, hey, you just got to live with it. And this name that we have now is Adele. I know, guys. I don't even want this to be true. But there is strong evidence, and this is somebody who used to actually date Adele, and he's a well-known publicist and producer that actually worked with Rihanna amongst other people. And what is this guy's name? Jonathan Hay. He's based in Brooklyn, New York. Anyway, he says that Adele, actually dated Diddy and is all up and through the freak off tapes. And a lot of fans are speculating right before Diddy was arrested is when Adele went and said she's stepping away from performing and music and this and that. And a lot of people are saying, like, now seeing how everything has come out, a lot of people are thinking, like, you know what? That might have been a reason why she's stepping away. But this is Jonathan Hay, and I actually found an article. You can look it up yourself. From December 2019, talking about Adele is being relentlessly courted by American hip-hop producer Mr. Hay. So they were, even he said, they were either close to dating, about to date, or something, and then she ended up getting with Rich Paul. So there's something you gotta look out for, guys. Like I said, I'm not happy to bring up any of these names. Anybody that knows me know I am a huge music person, and so a lot of these talented artists I was fans of, and fans of ones until I found out, that they're involved or whatever. But so it doesn't bring me joy bringing this news. Like, anybody that knows me know music is my soul. Music is everything to me. I love Adele, but there's a lot of evidence that kind of does not look right. And with what we are seeing with all these celebrities, we have to take every allegation, and look into it. We can't assume anybody is right or anybody is wrong, because as you can see, this is like it's almost, I don't know who's not connected in some way. So yeah, Adele, look into that, y'all. Let's keep an eye on that. But definitely she's being outed as being on those freak off tapes. What else we had? Going through the news, Kanye West and Adidas finally came to a settlement or a conclusion or whatever you want to call it. And basically what they came to conclusion of is we both wrong. They said nobody owes anybody anything. And this is Kanye West and Adidas basically agreeing that we just been arguing about nothing. So I don't know, take that for what you want. I just know that just came down the pipeline, and I have been wondering what the outcome of that Adidas Kanye relationship was going to be. Well, now it's over, y'all. They both just said, hey, it's like a relationship. They like, we both cheated on each other. So let bygones be bygones. Now, Liam Payne. Liam Payne, the One Direction singer who was in Argentina, third floor balcony. They say he was on drugs, given drugs by a hotel worker who has since disappeared. And they say he fell off the balcony. So now we got an update. They say they have footage of this fall, and they say he fainted and just fell over fell off the balcony. Now, I don't believe that shit. They saying he just fainted, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I did some math, right? And follow me. This is flow math, so it don't have to be. This is ballpark math. We gonna do estimations, but we trying to see, does this make sense? I looked it up. Liam Payne was about 5'9". Let's push him to 5'10", just to deal with even numbers. Now we know it's 60 inches and 5 feet, and let's add the extra 10. So let's just say the guy is 70 inches tall. And roughly half of that would be his waist. Okay. Balcony code is somewhere around basically 42 inches. So at 42 inches, the balcony, Liam's waist would be 35 inches, which means add another, if the balcony is 42 inches, if Liam's height is 70 inches, half of that is 35 inches. So his waist is there, and add another 7 inches, which you're talking about up to his chest, is where the balcony rail would have to be, at his chest, high up. How the hell can you faint and fall over without being helped or jumping or thrown? Because if you faint, how are you going to make it over? You're not going to, the balcony is at your chest. You have to jump. Something has to get you over the edge. And what makes it even worse is, y'all, I don't know if y'all saw that footage, but Liam's father was on that balcony trying to see how his son could have done that. How did it happen? And when it's an actual video, and what you see is the father leaning against it with his back, then he turns around and leans against the balcony with his, like, forward facing. And you can tell he's like, there's no way. When he's doing it, you're looking at it like, he can't go over. And he looks like he's about, his son's height. I don't know. But his pure demeanor is, he's like, this shit stinks. It stinks. And it's just sad to see, because no parent, you, me, anybody, no parent should have to go through nothing like that. And to see him demonstrating that there's no way in flying fuck that my son fell off this balcony, tore me up. Just tore me up. So I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. Then why are y'all holding on to this footage? Why aren't y'all showing us what happened? What are y'all doing? Are y'all trying to AI generate some shit? Are y'all trying to come up with a story? Because any other time, if it's nothing for you to hide, y'all are so quick to sell and release footage, it'll make your head spin. Yeah, so that Leon Payne situation, it's just tough, y'all. It's just tough, man. It's like we all know what that don't add up. And they saying he had the pink cocaine, which is turning out to be named the Diddy drug because that's where most of us heard about it from first. Diddy didn't invent it, of course, but he's like the master of it at this point. But if you ask me, he was definitely given some bad drugs and somebody hired to do something, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't think of nothing else. Like I can't see nothing else happening. Oh, don't let me forget this, y'all. They took a post down. I literally never had a post taken down on Instagram or Facebook. They took a post down, and I believe it was because I named J-Lo. Here's another name revealed, guys. What happened was there was another lawsuit with Diddy, and in it they said something about I don't know if it was the 2002 awards. One of the awards, the person say there was an underage woman, young lady, she was a minor, was invited to a Diddy party, and this was the night of a big music awards show. Now, on this big music awards show, and I believe it was 2002, don't quote me, it was 2002-ish. Anyway, on my post when I covered the story, I did some digging. And on that same music awards show, guess who Diddy attended that show with? J-Lo. Guess what the lawsuit person says? The person in the lawsuit, she said that Diddy essayed her and a famous A-list celebrity female watched. And this was after the award show. Now, I ain't no rocket scientist. But if Diddy was with J-Lo at the awards, if this is true, I would have to assume that female celebrity that the alleged victim says was watching would have had to be J-Lo. And if I was 80% sure before I posted it, I'm 99.999 with the repeating sign over the 9. I'm 99.9% sure after they took that video down that was J-Lo. Because they took my video down, and the reason was for sexual exploiting pics. And in that video, the only picture I had was a picture of J-Lo and Diddy sitting at their seats at the awards. I didn't have any other pictures in that post. And I wouldn't use any sexually explicit video pictures anyway. But in that post alone, there was no, like literally only that picture. But when they took it down, that told me, you know what? And I know y'all know the history with J-Lo on social media. She knows how to. She's got connections. I'm gonna just say that. What else do I like or don't like that I wanted to tell y'all? Bronny and Bron first father and son to play together in the NBA. Do I like it or I don't like it? Well, I saw the first game and I saw those two step on the court. It gave me a great feeling, and I like it. I like it. Thank you. I like it. I ain't gonna lie. Now, a lot of people, they were saying that it's not it kills the integrity of the game, and they threw out the word nepotism. But I was like, LeBron doesn't own the league, so I don't know if nepotism is. I think that's a little nefarious, but they said a lot of things, and I'm like, how can you hate on that? Like, as a father, I would do whatever for my son. And I'm sure as a mother, as a father, anybody listening, we all will do whatever for our children to help them along the way. My father, when I was 18, he used his plug to get me a job at Kmart, which was Walmart back in the day or whatever. It was like a Walmart. And I'm like, so would we ridicule him? Or is that like bad? Because that's what we all would do. And to see so many people hating on LeBron James for that, like now you can hate on him for other things, and we're waiting for stuff to come out. Like I said, I'm focusing on the people who are actually in trouble. I'm not focusing on the people just saying, oh, this person was that, this person was that, because I don't want to let the people who are actually in trouble off the hook. But I can't imagine that. It's like all the deadbeat dads just came out of the woodwork and said, Bronny doesn't deserve it. This is ruining the league. I don't want to watch. It's like, y'all are evil. Y'all are evil. This is a kid. Do y'all remember that he just had heart issues and we didn't even know if Bronny was going to be here? He recovers from that, and then he's playing alongside his father in the NBA, and people are mad. All I can say is y'all are evil. But let's see. Also, I got some stories that I want y'all to watch going forward that we want to pay attention to. Lil Durk. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it is one of the craziest stories. It's an alleged Lil Durk killed in retaliation, had someone else killed, and they retaliated on him, and then somebody snitched, and then they're saying that allegedly Lil Durk, when he found out that the person who snitched, which was somebody in his camp called OTF Jam, when he found out that he was wearing a wire, he instructed people to kill his baby mother, which they killed her as she was delivering mail, which was her job. Lil Durk, a rapper out of Chicago, is going to be a story. He just was arrested by the feds a few days ago. It's going to be a story that you're going to want to keep up with. Like I said, this is the Flow Show. Wow, I love that. But it's the Flow Show. We are going to uncover truths. We are going to reveal names, theories, and honestly, right now we are just documenting the fall of Hollywood. A lot of people are applauding, and it's still sad, because they are victims. But it's time for these Hollywood motherfuckers to get some straightening and be held accountable for a change. And one more thing, guys, that came out today. I'll call this Flow Knows because this is something that a lot of people don't know, I haven't talked about. And I'm going to end it on this, on the flow nose. Now, you guys know Kim Porter. Kim Porter is the mother to Diddy's children, or, they share children. She was found dead under suspicious, mysterious circumstances. The old pneumonia. You guys know the pneumonia that it seems like every celebrity that knows stuff catches this mysterious pneumonia, and they're never heard from again. Well, check out this little back information. It will just add to the toxicity that surrounded Diddy Kelly, the Mohawk Diddler. They are saying that there was a time when Kim and Diddy's mother got into an altercation and they got physical. And according to my sources, Diddy's mother was the aggressor. But she tried to push Kim or do something and whatever. But somehow she ended up on the ground. Now, when she ended up on the ground, Diddy's mom, Mama Mohawk Diddy, went to retrieve a firearm and came back ready to blast Kim. And Kim got out of there. And then later in that day, Diddy reprimanded Kim about the incident. And they saying things kind of went out of control. I'm not going to speculate further than that, but it's just another peek behind the curtain of a situation that it was just out of control. And I also don't, on another note, I believe something happened to Kim. I don't believe she just died of normal or natural causes. And to know that the mother, possibly pulled out firearms on her, and it just ain't right, y'all. So what we gonna do? We are gonna continue to look for truth, tell the truth, and hold people accountable. I have more names. I'll be getting into the Jamie Foxx Diddy situation, where originally they said Jamie was on the comedy special and he said that Diddy was the cause of him almost dying, and that Diddy, gave him bad, Diddy set him up or whatever. But then Diddy's team came out, his lawyers came out and said that was baseless and basically called it bullshit. And then Jamie Foxx came out actually and said that it wasn't true, I guess. I don't know. It's dicey. People are saying Jamie Foxx was the one that went to the feds and got the feds involved with the Diddy monster. So I don't know. I haven't got a lot of insight on that, guys. But I will continue to investigate it and dig. And on the next episode, I will definitely see if we got some more information and can kind of comb through and make some sense out of that Jamie Foxx Diddy, because I'm not going to say that I'm 100% sure that Diddy did something to Jamie Foxx, but I also believe where there's smoke, there's fire. And I believe something is between Diddy and Jamie. Something happened. And there's something there, which is why all this information is getting around. And I'm going to find out. I'm going to definitely find out. So I appreciate you guys. This is the first episode. Many, 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 many more to come. We're going to continue to party. On the Flow Show, no filter. Peace. I'm out.